Hey, we are live. Yes.
Yes.
And I am here with Lisa Jones, and we are here. And you see my title, it says, You Get to Decide. This is your life. You have
Yeah.
one and only one life to live, and you should
Yes.
not have any time to give the foolishness of wasting time and going back and forth and second guessing. So, we want you to be able to make better decisions. We want you to be able to decide and do the things that you want to do in your life to take you
Yes.
to the next level, to live a life of more happiness, success, wealth, joy, and anything and everything you want.
Yes.
So before we really get into the conversation, I want to make sure that we introduce ourselves. And I'm so excited to have Lisa Jones on here.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So Lisa, if you would go ahead and introduce yourself, I would love that.
Okay. All right. My name is Lisa Jones. And let's see, my background is in finance and accounting, but I've always done some form of education. That is my love. Also, I love doing community work. So I do that quite often. Let's see. And I am the baby of five girls, and I have a very large family. Everybody has like the entrepreneur bug, doing something. So I love that I come from a family not only of leaders, but entrepreneurs, and they all are interested in community outreach. So we're big givers and just a family that is grateful. So that's a little bit about me. That's it.
Yes, awesome. I love that. I mean, that's I guess why we connect so well because I definitely live to give, and that's just
Yes.
something that I love to do. So, I would like to tell everyone if you don't know me, my name is Renette Upson-Bush. I am the CEO and founder of the Next Level Nation and of Next Level
Hmm.
Chicks. And my mantra is to push you on purpose for the purpose of walking in your purpose and your destiny. Mainly, I work with women and I help you to get in alignment for your God given assignment. I am a speaker. I am an alignment coach. I am also a success and mindset coach as well. So I just really help women to walk in their purpose, their destiny, and figure out like where they want to go, what they want to do. So tonight, Lisa and I are on here and we're talking about preparing for your next level and how you get to decide because you just have, like I said at the beginning, one life to live. You don't have all of these chances, and so many people live life existing. They don't really
Hmm.
live. They don't live. They just go day by day doing the same thing, waking up, wake up,
Yes.
thinking to themselves, another day, another dollar. Let me get up, and you just
Hmm.
going through the motion and going through the routine, and then you dealing with the weekend. You happy for Friday, you okay with Saturday, but then Sunday it's the same old grind again.
Yes.
Kind of feeling depressed. So we want to help people walk
Yeah.
in their purpose. We're about helping in community. It's
Hmm.
really helping
Yes.
people go to their next level. So I have a signature course that I came up with called Prepared for My Next Level. And I have Lisa here because she was in the course. And so
Hmm.
she was an amazing student. And when she was in the class, I mean, I learned so much from her.
Oh, thank you.
The talk we were having about family and
Yes.
just how to like navigate through some different things. That was amazing. So um, if you are in a space and place
Hmm.
where you have been living life and you know that there's more for you, and you've been going back and forth and you've been people pleasing, you haven't set boundaries, you don't
Yeah.
really know like what you want to do. You want to do something, but you're scared.
Hmm.
You don't want to be visible. You want to walk in purpose, but you're not really walking in purpose because you care about what people think and how they feel, and you're going back and forth. So we want to let you know that this course is life changing. It's transformation.
Yes.
It's all
Yes.
of those things that will help you to go to your next level. When I say prepare for your next level, I mean prepare for your next level. Lisa can tell you like they had some homework and they
Hmm.
talk a little bit about the course, and then I
Yes.
ask questions and jump in if I want to jump in. So
Okay.
Lisa, it's yours.
All right. All right. Well, I will say I love taking the course. I believe the second time I took something even similar to it, only because I found myself just wanting a refresher. But the initial course, I loved it because when I started taking the course, I think I was at a place where I know I wanted to do something. I'm always active, but I can't say 100% that I was like clear on specifically, what my purpose is. My thing is that, well, if I'm doing something, it's impacting somebody's life, that's okay. But I think the best part about being clear about your purpose is because then you can pretty much align yourself with what you're supposed to be doing. And one of the things you said in the course, Renette, is like, if you're not clear on that, people, they come out of all over the place. They want you to help them with this. They want to do this, want to do that. And you look around and you're not accomplishing any of your goals because
Absolutely.
you're always so available for somebody else. So now that I'm clear on what I'm supposed to doing, if it doesn't align with helping the community as far as providing resources or education, even for youth, then I know I do not want to extend myself to that. And I'm not saying don't help people, but what I'm saying is when it gets to the point where it infringes on your time and you meeting your goals and, walking in your purpose, then you need to think about it. So for me, the biggest thing was being clear on what my purpose was. So I love that part about the course. And the exercises you talked about, and I still have mine, my life map. I mean,
Isn't
major
that
homework.
amazing?
I
Isn't
loved it
I
because it
mean,
broke it down. It told you, I mean, because sometimes when we're thinking about our purpose, we're like, okay, what questions should I be asking myself? What specific answer should I really have? And this map is so laid out, it makes you think about all those things. And then at the end, you're really clear about it.
yeah.
And then from that, you can set goals that align with that purpose that you've mapped out. So that's what I
Absolutely.
loved about it too.
Yes, and you were in the chorus over a year ago, well over a year.
September 2020.
September 2020. And the one
Yeah.
thing that I like about the course, it's like a gift that keeps giving because you do have
Yes.
that life map that you can keep
Yes.
going back to. And then we
Yep.
work on setting the goals up to 5 years, and so
Yep.
it really, really helps to really guide you. Even when you finish the course, you still have that map that you can go back to and little
Yes.
things that you said you were going to stand on. So that's the part that I like. And I really love how you said you understand now, like
Hmm.
when people come and they're coming from all over the place, can you do this? Can you help? And being that we are givers because we are,
Hmm.
we want to
Yep.
help everybody, but it
Yes.
gives you a true understanding of how to really stay in alignment for your
Yes.
assignment. So you're not
Yep.
all over the place and you don't mind saying, yes, okay, I'll help you with this, I'll do this. But if it's not,
Yes.
if it's going to take you away from what your purpose is and what
Exactly.
God has called you to do, you already know to say no. And so we talk about
Yes.
boundaries and setting no,
Yes.
setting boundaries and saying no to things that are not aligned,
Hmm.
not letting people get
Exactly.
all caught up in those things. And then I love
Yes.
how we did the affirmations and y'all came up
Yes.
with affirmations. You had some amazing affirmations that you came up with. I love, and I mean,
Yes.
I know you still say them like every day.
Yes.
One thing I
Hmm.
love that I have seen about you is that you were so focused. And so you did all the homework, you came to every class, you didn't miss,
Yes.
you were all in. And so many
Yes.
times, and then we had a really good group that did cover
Yes.
all in. And the thing
Hmm.
about it is all ages. Because I mean, since I've been teaching this
Yes.
course, I have had people from, remember, I think it was your class where we had the young girl, she was like 18. We had
Yes.
18. So we've gone from 18
Variety.
year olds to like 74-year olds. And
Mm.
it's amazing.
Yes.
All ages are able to jail, right? What did you think
Yes.
about
I
that?
think it's good. I think it really is because even like with the different feedback, you see, even with the young girl, I'm in her, I could say, I used to be her, and right away you can see how much you've grown. And then even sometimes you see people that are older, and then you might say, you know what? I'm further along than even if you're further along than that person. Because sometimes I know with myself, I can say, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. But then you meet people that are older and they're still not really fully on course. So it's just like, it's okay. It's okay.
Mhm.
We're all here at that time we took that course. We were there for that reason because people want to know what their purpose is and they want to do something great in life. And I think that's anybody, everybody wants to be successful.
Yes, yes. And it truly teaches you to find your own success, because a lot of times people look at the success of others, or maybe,
Yes.
people looking at Instagram, Facebook, all these social media sites, and they see people with
Yes.
thousands of followers. And so because they see that, they feel like they're unsuccessful or they don't have
Yes.
it going on. Everybody, God didn't call everybody to be this mega
Yes.
star or this, that. You still a star. You a star in what
Yes.
you're doing. And so it
Hmm.
really helps you to understand your purpose. And like you said, get clear. Because I know
Get
you were
clear.
saying I really need clarity. And as we got
Yes.
through the course, I think it was like the third or fourth week of the 6 week course, and you were like, I know my purpose for sure, for
Yes.
sure. And I just love that.
Hmm.
Tell us about that feeling when you truly got that clarity.
Yes, it's just like, it's really like exhilarating because even though you don't come out and say it, it's like I just began to wonder, does God have something great for me? Especially when you see us, like, how can somebody be 10 years old and they're clear on their purpose or they're walking in their purpose? I'm like, this is insane. And I feel like I'm old and always say, oh, I start so late in life and didn't have a mentor. But it doesn't matter what age, when you get that clarity, it just made all the difference in the world for me because it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like you begin to think, even though I know I matter, but you start having those thoughts, I matter. There is a purpose. I wasn't just born just to be born. God has somebody for me, somebody's life to touch. So when all of that, it just kind of validates just how important that your life is. So for me, I think that was the biggest thing. I said it validates just, how important my life is to somebody because I always say we're not an island. We're not just born just to sit around and do nothing. We are literally born to impact somebody else's life. Or like my favorite line says, I exist to make a difference.
Yes, I
That's one of
love
my
and,
affirmations.
and the ladies, they stayed on that. I exist to make a difference. Those two were the ones we always stood on. I exist to make a difference. And
Yes.
the other one, because I said so.
Yeah.
Well, what is the because I said so?
Yeah.
I said so. And so that really, those two things, I exist to make a difference. And because I said so, it like
Yes.
gives you the permission and authority to do what you said you were gonna do. Because so
Exactly.
many people sit waiting on permission when you already
Yes.
you get to decide. It's your decision,
It's
it's
your
your
decision.
life. And so
Yes.
many people don't understand that, and they're sitting and
Yes.
waiting on the confirmation, the
Yes.
person to tell them, yes, you look good, or yes, it's okay. But when you in this course, you already know. You don't need to ask nobody.
Nope.
You already said so, and you exist to make a
Exactly.
difference. So you don't have to question your existence. You don't have to question who you are and your purpose, because you
Exactly.
know that you know. And another thing that I love, and especially with the young girl, that because I think we had two younger girls, and the thing that
Yes.
I really love, when they came in and they were like kind of shy and quiet,
Yes.
and it was like they blossomed. And
Mm-hmm.
it helped them to understand that, even though I have parents and, they want
Yes.
me to do this,
Yes.
she was able to step up and say, I'm going to do this. This is what I
Yes.
do.
Exactly.
And she
Exactly.
understood that she existed to make a difference. And I love
Yes.
when, I mean, even though I was the creator of the course, it's just like y'all brought so much into the course, and we all learn from each other. I just love. I
Yes.
got so much out of that class. I think
Yes. Yes. It was good.
y'all had me crying.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. It was a lot.
Yes.
Really, really
Yes.
deep, and it's really touching. So so anybody that's sitting on the fence and thinking, well, should I do this? Well, I don't know. And what advice would you give them?
Well, the advice I would give, should you do it? Yes. The mere fact that you are thinking about doing it tells you it's something that you should do. That means that either you're not clear on your purpose or just something, or you're searching. So I would just encourage anybody to take the course, because not just only clarity on your purpose, but it's a lot of exercises that we had. Like one thing I love when you say, what was it? Write down 100 things that you want. I was like 100. I told my sister I had her on that phone. I said, "Do you believe it? Run that one as 100. I can't even get past 25." I mean, things that you don't think about. That's what I loved in the course too. It's just like, Oh, I did enjoy when I had like a housekeeper. So I think sometimes in the planning and setting goals, even though that's something small, some people, without you saying it, you've given up on buying a house.
Yeah.
You've given up on starting your own business, you know, and that is just not good. And one thing I love about this course is just like get moving, you know, and not just get moving. What is your plan? You need to write down details. When are you going to take care of this step, and that step? And the best thing about that is because when you begin to see that progress, it motivates you and then it makes you run on even more. So, if you want to get motivated, take the course. You need clarity, take the course. So I really enjoyed it. I'm telling you, it was not a light course. This was a course with some real meat, and you have to do the work. If you want some results, you have to do the work, you know. And trust me when I tell you, I have a whole notebook of work that Renette had us doing, and it's worth it because you can use it as a roadmap, not just for that course. You can flip back through, look at your affirmation, look at your goals 1 to 5 years, and just everything. So I loved it. It's awesome. I highly recommend the course, Renette. I really do.
Oh, thank you, and you were such an amazing source in the course or whatever. You know, it's everybody brought that different vibe to the course, so it's really good. So
Yeah.
I love that you said all that you said, and so now y'all heard it from somebody besides me, and
Mm.
every person that has gone through it because they did the application, they were able to get the transformation. And like you heard me say, Lisa took this course well over a year ago in September 2020, and she's
Mhm.
still thriving off of it and showing out and doing her thing every day. And she has been non.
Mhm.
I love it. So, Lisa, tell
Yes.
us what you have going on now.
Okay, well, one of the things, you know, I love outreach. And as you saw, like for the during the pandemic, and I'm going to continue this year, Let Love Lead community outreach. And I love that because with the course and going through like the COVID, I said, you know what, that's one of the things. I didn't really have everything together. So I went ahead, did the little brochure, did, you know, got a packet together. So now I've designed a t-shirt, and that's the slogan, I exist to make a difference. So that's one of the things that I'm working on, to get a team together. We all have the same t-shirts, and that we're actually going out and do the outreach. So that's the outreach portion. And then Renette, as far as I want to do more of the writing side of my life, I heard Les Brown and he said we should leave our lives like empty, where we've given everything of ourselves, you
Absolutely.
know. And that is so true. And I was like, you know, I used to write poetry, I used to write. So I'm looking for a platform to release a course. That's number one. And then number two, I want to get published. I used to be published in Philadelphia doing poems, and I want to do some educational articles. So right now, what I'm doing is just trying to find the proper platform for me for those different things that I want to do. And another thing, I went and did all my certification. I got everything as a loan signing agent. That's like another little side hustle. And
Yeah.
I like that. So my goal for this month is I really would like to have an additional 5 more title companies for direct contacts, because with them, it's better. You know, you're not going through a middleman or anything like that. And what I love about that is I'm thinking it's just going to be like a side hustle. Do you know, I'm meeting people on Facebook. They're asking me so many questions. I said, you know what? I'm going to do me a YouTube channel.
All right.
Those are the things that I want to work on. It'll be called Notary Network Newbies.
All
And sometimes
right.
they're coming in and they don't know what to do. I've already put everything together. So I want to have a lot of good content to help other people that are interested in doing, you know, like loans, even though it's just a side hustle. But everything I do, I try to look at it as, does it impact somebody's life? And can you use it as an opportunity to bring glory to God? And that's how I look at it.
Amen. Amen. I love that. As y'all can see, Lisa is just out there. She does not hold back. She does. I mean, she was already doing well before she came to the course, but now it's like times 10 and on and on and on. And so now she's getting ready to get her YouTube channel and get herself out there. And I was just about to say, because that's what happened with my business. So many people kept
Yes.
saying, well, how did you start the school? What did you do? And I thought
Yes.
doing all this talking, and I said, oh, that's a business. So I started consulting helping people open
Yes.
up schools, which really spilled over into my coaching and me starting
Mm-hmm.
people to success and helping them to get
Yes.
in alignment. So it all fell together and it
Yes.
planned out. And so that's why it's great to collab, to connect, to get
Yes.
with other people. And sometimes you feel like an island, but no man is an island. And so
Exactly.
even though, like I said, 2020 September,
Mm-hmm.
when Lisa
Yes.
started her her lead to love.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
To love.
Let love lead.
Love lead. Oops, sorry.
Yes.
Love
That's
lead.
it.
I hopped in. I was doing my
Yes.
thing, and I was really consistent for a while. And I had some things happen in my
Yes. I understand.
kind of fell off, but we still connect. And so that's
Yes.
really good. When you make these connections, they're lifelong connections. When the ladies
Yes.
connected in the class, a lot of them still connect. They've seen each other at the different events or something that I
Mm-hmm.
so it really enhances your life and it
Yes.
prepares you for really everything you want because you don't want to leave here full of those dreams and visions
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So many people dream and that's all they do. The dream
That's all
stays
they
a dream.
do.
It doesn't you should be living, not just
Yes.
dreaming. It's okay to dream, but you got to
Yes.
start living the dream.
Yes.
That's what you're
Yep.
supposed to do. Live it, not just keep dreaming.
Exactly.
So I just
Exactly.
want to encourage you all, like Lisa said, should you take the course? Yes. If you want to go to
Mm-hmm.
the next level, change your life, do those things or whatever, you have to be willing to invest. And I tell you,
Yes.
there is no price that you can put on transformation because
Yes.
I said,
Yes.
this
Yes.
course is the course that continues to give and give and give and give.
Yes.
You have a whole life map. Like Lisa said, you look at that map, and if you
Yes.
didn't know what you stood for before the course, you definitely
Mm-hmm.
at the end
Exactly.
what you stand for, you know who you are, whose you are, and nobody won't be able to tell you nothing different, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just
Yes.
thank you so much, Lisa, for
You're
coming on
welcome.
and sharing with the people. And those that are watching now, thank you for watching. And those that watch the replay, go ahead, click the link. It is in the comments for you to click and read about the course. It is fire. Not just
Yes.
because I
Yes.
made it
Yes. 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 Yes.
up. Really
I
fire.
will validate that.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, y'all, thank y'all for joining us, and we are going to leave up out of here. I don't want to take up too much of Lisa's time. I just appreciate
Okay.
her coming on,
You're
and
welcome.
I would love to see you all in the course. And I will talk to y'all later.
Yes. Good night.
Good night,
Bye bye.
everybody.